We're here.
Hey everybody, happy Friday and welcome to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch with three incredibly high-powered tieflings. Threeflings began as a collection of one-shot adventures from the UNCAGED Anthology, and now we are playing one-shots from the sort of brand new, it's just been out for less than a month, Uncaged Goddess. If this is your first episode or your 100th, somehow, because you've gone beyond how far we've played, welcome! We have very little continuity here. Tonight, we are playing part 2 of Villa Loviati by Arnout Brocking from Uncaged Goddesses. Tonight's adventure has a couple of content warnings. It will feature, come on Nightbot, be my friend, self-harm, scars, implied sexual content, implied drug use, as well as possible depictions of drowning. So if any of those are going to be triggers for you or stress you out, feel free to duck out, and we look forward to seeing you next week when we're actually going to be doing a huge fundraiser for WAVAW, the BC's largest rape crisis center, as part of Streaming for Survivors. But without any further ado, let's meet our Tiefs, starting with Gwen. Tell us about your Tief.
I'm playing Idara, our resident fighty-bitey tiefling. She has no magic, but she won't let that stop her from starting trouble with her warg puppy Crouton.
Zan, tell us about your Tief.
Hello, my Tief is Shy, our resident knowledge cleric, who knows everything about everything and will throw the book at you, including her pet bookworm Mystorious.
And lastly, but never leastly, Ink, tell us about your Tief.
Hey, my name is Ink. You can find me in the chat as at These Dead Pens. I am playing, as usual, Ophelia, your magical girl, Pact of the Tome, Frog Queen, magical girl Ophelia. And I'm
so
home,
cute.
so now I have Frog again.
Org.
As for those of you that don't know, she has a pet frog named Fred and an imp friend named Pidoshki. But Forg is here. Forg is here.
Org. So, who would like to give us a previously on Threeflings or a point of floating inspiration usable by any of you at any time? I'll give you a really big hint. We played part 1 of this adventure.
Yeah, that's a pretty big hint.
It started off with us being invited to a wedding, which turned out to be a missing person case.
Much to Idara's happiness.
These motherfuckers have one problem. And they just keep repeating it.
It's like, while the couple seemed to be at least semi-happy with going through with this relationship, the guy seemed pretty alright. The parents seemed rather scandalized that their daughter might, not go through with their every little plan that they set out for her. So we're just like, maybe she just went off to this place with this person who's been writing her letters to let loose a little bit and, rebel. Because we haven't seen any of that in the Uncaged Anthologies at all.
Mm-mm.
But we wanted to go and make sure that she was alright, and maybe bring her back for the wedding tomorrow. And we got there, and Shy seemed to be the only one welcome at first, which was a little bit confusing, but it turned out that Ophelia and Idara have pissed off our host.
Which we still haven't figured that out yet, which is but it's Leviathan. For those of you that have never watched the adventure, this is the only point of continuity permanently, at least at this point, with 2-part adventures. We played an adventure back from the original 4 volumes that had Paladins of Tyr, and Tyr and Leviathan do not get along. And because we supported the Paladins of Tyr, Leviathan was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think we might have killed some of her cultists, too. Idara's definitely...
You wiped one out.
I think Ophelia is still not clear on what's going on. Idara's definitely picked up some shit, but she's also predisposed to just be like, this fucker doesn't like me for some reason. Let's give them a reason.
Yeah.
So, like...
Okay. Ophelia's picked up that something's weird, but, like, I can't say yet that it's Leviathan, because I know that Ophelia has not put the pieces together yet.
I mean, Shy has picked up that they've now graduated to pissing off gods. but has not picked up that they've pissed off Leviathan. And the Leviathan's just like, oh, hey, if the girl is here, if you want to get her, you're going to have to play this game where we open doors and we find rooms that have different things in them. The first one had a guy that was really upset about his purity being taken away, which turns out purity is a lie. And he just couldn't accept it, so dissolved it to dust. Then we went into I think we went into Ophelia's room next. Which was rather interesting in that she had played out a scene with her father, and it was very touching, and you should go back and watch it because it was really great. And then we went into a room with dancing skeletons on the door, which had a pair of dancers, which we had to calm the fuck down and make sure that they were ready for their dance for the wedding tomorrow.
Yeah. And you've been collecting these tablets to open a door. And
yeah, well,
you've
one
gotten
tablet.
One.
What
You
does
need
it say?
4.
Is it pain and love? I don't remember what
Yep.
I believe so.
Love on one side and pain on the other. And you have 1 tablet and 2 very fancy collars.
Yeah, and we know those collars are like, they do something special for you if you are one of Leviatar's favored.
And some of us are clearly not.
Yeah. So we're just like,
I mean,
so nothing.
Shy's indifferent.
Oh yes, that was
Alright.
another thing. Someone's Crackety said, you beat down all the whites in one room, and then you also dissolved a man into dust. Thank you, Sam. That was my
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, then Draz made a live, love, laugh joke with the tablet.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Uh,
All right. So, there is now that floating point of inspiration. Just a reminder to chat. Any of you can use channel points to give critical success or failure to the tiefling or DM of your choice. And I remember that Pen Hat gave me one, a
Yes.
crit for last week that I still have to use.
Mhm.
So, hanging on to that. You are back in the hallway. The rooms that you've been to, you know you can no longer enter. There is the big door with the 4 indentations where the handle should be. You can see that one of the tablets can fit into one of those indentations. And around you are the room with the tooth on it, the room with a book on it, a room with a butterfly on it, and a room with a broken heart.
What did we end with last time?
dancing skeleton door.
Skeletons
Spooky,
dancing.
scary skeleton door.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like I imagine Shy and Adara looking at each other going, well,
Yeah.
Ophelia's room is the one that had the tablet.
But
I mean, yeah.
there's clearly, have we figured, we saw that the tablet probably goes in the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just told you it did.
Yeah, so
I mean,
there's,
and we can obviously see that the collars do not go in the door.
yeah, and there's
It's like a
room for
necklace in the
4,
door.
there's room for 4 tablets in the door, so it can't only be the personal shit.
Mm-hmm.
But considering 2 out of the 4 choices we have,
One of the 4 choices are personal shit, yes.
Great, then we can do your room.
true.
I mean,
It's a book.
Not,
How
it's not that bad.
how
It was
bad can
kind
this
of
be?
relieving.
how bad can this be? This will be fine.
Draz, don't you dare. Don't you dare, Draz. I know what you're gonna do. Don't do it. Don't do it.
You all walk into the room with the book, and it's shrouded in mist. Shy, where are you?
I'm in my library. And I look around, and I see all of my old friends. A lot of them are leather-bound hardback books, but there are a few that are just scrolls or little stacks of papers. And she's just running her fingers along the edges.
Are you alone? Other than the books?
I was about to say her friends are here.
I am at first, but that bothers me.
Oh.
Especially as it's quiet. It's too quiet.
Ooh. Ooh.
Who do you want to see in here?
Just realizing that I want someone to be here is uncomfortable, but it's not as if I imagine a particular person, but maybe 2 or 3 people. Not even someone I know, just presence. And maybe now there appear to be more chairs, comfortable seating areas, and I can almost see different figures.
Do you see the silhouette of anyone you recognize?
I don't want to recognize them. I'm afraid to recognize them.
What are you afraid of, necessarily?
I'm afraid that this is something that will never happen. That this is something that isn't true. And that no one else would choose to be here with all of my friends.
Ooh, interesting. Are you afraid?
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, are you afraid of that because you're worried that they wouldn't like your friends, or that they wouldn't want to share such a space with other people?
Some of it is that I don't believe that I could introduce people to my friends and have them feel the same way. But also, I fear that what I desire is not what other people desire, and they would not find what they need here and not choose to stay.
The silhouettes start to become more solid, and you can't make them out. They seem to be moving towards the chairs. How do you react?
I Is with them leaving, is the room getting quieter? Are they leaving me alone in silence?
Oh, I thought the comfy chairs were by the book, by your friend.
Well, it's like a library. She's by the books, but there's like a fireplace and comfy chairs like appeared around it, and there are still tables with books and stuff by the comfy chairs.
Okay. Suppose that they beckon a spot for you to come by.
Before I go over there, I grab a favorite book. One that no one else I know has read. I haven't found anyone to share this particular book with. And I go over.
What about a fear that they won't like the book? They might think you're weird for being into the book.
I ask if perhaps I could read it aloud.
How do they respond?
I fear that they will respond with polite acceptance.
Mm.
Why is
But
that a bad thing?
perhaps I can turn them around. Perhaps I can help them see why I love this book. And it isn't a particularly happy book, but it has such emotion. And there's a part of this book which caused Shy to cry for an extended period of time. And she knows once she reaches this part of the book, she will know if she has connected with these people.
Feeling the tears on your face and the warmth of the fire caressing your skin, you suddenly feel a warm hand, the weight of it on yours. And a voice close to your ear says, "Thank you so much." The dream fades and the mist returns. Still having fresh tears on your eyes, evaporating into mist, you stand in the villa with your... Instead of holding a book, you are now holding a stone tablet. And you hear a voice in your head, Arena's voice, that says, "What will you do now you know?"
That will depend on whether it's true. If it is true, I will find it.
Kind of same as what happened after Ophelia's room, Idara just walks over to you and like claps a hand on your shoulder and gives a squeeze. It's like, hugs if you need them.
Shy's just like, maybe a short one.
Side hug
Thank
on
you
one
for the
side, like,
stretch.
waving Ophelia over for the other side.
Yes. As Ophelia gives you a hug, she'll like look up at you and be like, "It's a lot, isn't it?"
How you
Just
doing?
if I just people just generally want more. But I don't need more. But I want some things.
I think it's normal to want more than you need. Like, people don't need fucking much of anything. But that's... living that way would be miserable, so...
Yes, well...
I mean, you don't
If you-
really owe anyone anything, so... It's okay.
Anyway, apropos of nothing, if you've got any book recommendations you want to share, we're all ears.
Well, I'll give you a list.
Cool. Anyway.
Just imagine Shy being the kind of person who, like, makes a book list recommendation catered to each person.
Yep.
Like how we used to make mixtapes.
That's what she does. There's definitely an adventuring frog book that she has in mind for Ophelia, and
Yes.
an adventuring heroine book she has in mind for Adara.
Hey.
Good.
It's just the book written about Adara, but like not Adara.
Well, I mean, she was going to write Adara into her next book, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Adara reading the book like, this protagonist is cool, but also like a fucking dick.
And Chai's just like, oh, really? I didn't notice.
They'd be way better if they shut up.
More.
It'd be way better if they shut up once in a while. So, what other rooms are left?
A tooth room, a butterfly room, and a broken heart room.
Butterflies sound nice.
Well, Ophelia did one, and I did one. Adara, we have to do yours.
Can
It's only
we
fair.
like recover for a sec first? Butterflies sound nice.
Okay, all right, I'll allow this.
Cool.
Is it like distinctly a butterfly, or could it also like be a moth? That's my question of the door.
I'll say it could be a moth.
Interesting. Okay, because I was just like, ooh, moths are also kind of cool, but also kind of terrifying.
So you're going into the butterfly room?
Yeah. I'm putting my shit off for as long as possible. There's two rooms that aren't mine and 2 tablets left.
And Chai's just like, we each did our rooms. It's only fair if we do yours too.
Yep.
But we can check these other ones first.
It's going to be
Anyway.
very fun for me if you do your room last and you do it wrong so you don't get a tablet in there.
Oh no, you can do them wrong?
Oh no.
Yeah. Yep.
So you go to the room in the far left corner. And this is a big room. You hear the sounds of a trumpet. There is a brass band playing. And there is a raised stage. This is a burlesque hall.
Nice.
I would like all of you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm a fighter.
Oh,
I'm
that's a
great at
great start to
these.
this.
Yeah.
I don't want to know why, but I also am very curious as to why it's con specific.
Yeah. Wait, why am I rolling with advantage?
Oh,
is this against
is
poison?
not going to be good.
It is not.
Okay.
I got a 9.
Okay?
Have I... Oh, wait, I used my thing. Oh, okay. I got an 8.
Okay.
I got a 15.
Okay. The good news is I rolled a 1, so all of you only age 10 years.
Was that a pass or a fail?
That was a fail.
I'm gonna use Indomitable to reroll.
This would get you back to your real age, Adara.
She's going it on. She's going into the teenage years.
Aggregate 20?
Adara, you stay 18.
Hell yeah. Just mark down one of my
Is this
class
some
features.
kind of curse that Shy can, like, fix later?
Later, yes.
Okay.
Suspended from the ceiling are 2 youths. It's hard to discern their age, but they look like a giant butterfly. The way they are tied up, wrapped in knotted ropes. They are wearing nothing but those ropes. But it's hard to see because they're so, like, it's hard to see what they're wearing or to see much because of all of the ropes on them. The little skin you can see is crisscrossed with old and new scars. And they swing around the stage. Beneath them, trembling, is a spectral form of Yashana, who was the woman, the half-elf, who sent you on this mission to begin with. She looks haggard and older than you've ever seen her. She is trembling and staring at her hands, which are wrinkled and knotted, gnarled, covered with age spots.
Okay,
Are
is
you
this
all right?
Is this an illusory thing, or is she actually there?
You can give me an
Well-
Arcana check.
Yeah, I would like to, because I'm very curious. Because I'm like, how the fuck did you beat us here?
Also, she she was missing before we were called.
No, this
Oh
is
no.
the person who
Sent us on the mission.
sent us on this mission.
Oh.
This is the lady who was
Awesome.
arranging the stuff on her desk, and you kept
It's like,
insight checking her.
I do not think she's actually here, but this could be a representation of her.
I got a 25, so we'll find out.
Ophelia, you have been visited enough by beings in your dreams that you can tell she is having a nightmare or a vision of some sort.
Okay. Interesting. So it's kind of like the thing where we're like sharing a dream space, kind of like how we have before with the hags.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. Does that also imply that if this is a dreaming thing, that like the aging is also an illusion?
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna.
At
What else
least
is she
her
doing?
aging is an illusion.
Okay. What is she doing other than sitting there staring at her hands?
She's looking in horror at her hands and trembling.
Okay. Gonna look at Shy and Adara and be like, she's not actually there.
Is she not actually, like, did she react to us at all?
No.
Yeah.
Did
this is like it's like a dream kind of thing.
So if we wake up her dream self, will she be fine or will she die?
I'm not entirely sure. Seems like
What
she's
a
kind of
good question,
having a
says
situation.
the
one of
fuck?
the bound figures
Okay.
above the stage.
Oh, hello.
Private conversation, but sure, hello.
Hello.
The other one, we can release her if you know the answer to our nature. Yes, tell us who we are or what we are, and we'll free her.
Can you give us any clues?
I am the reason you run. I am the reason you scream. I am the cause of your pain and a cage from which you will never be free. The other continues, I am the reason you quiver. I am the reason you scream. I'm the cause of your pleasure. I am a tool to create many things, including me.
Before we continue, are you uncomfortable up there? Is everything good? Like, are these also like real like figures up there, or is this also an illusion thing?
Oh, we enjoy ourselves up here. Pleasure and pain go together. Just because we're not comfortable doesn't mean we're unhappy.
All right. So,
Okay.
the first one kind of sounded like fear, I will say, to Shy and Ophelia, and then I will continue and say, but that is not a legally binding response at this time. Fucking eavesdroppers. No idea what the other one is. Fear also.
I have a guess for the first one. Yeah, fear sounds like a good one for the first one.
I feel like if one of them is supposed to be like fear or so on and so forth, I feel like they're supposed to be like the inverse of each other. Because that's kind of what we've gone through this entire time, like pleasure and pain, hope and fear, stuff like that. Like everything has kind of been in the duality of each other.
Oh, do they need a hint?
We've been talking for like 10 seconds. Calm down.
Although, not opposed. Looks at Adara
I
like,
would not
come on.
propose another hint.
So you want a hint?
If you want to tell us, sure.
You have to ask.
Can I insight check that? Is something bad gonna happen if someone asks for a hint?
Wait. What would asking cost us?
We'll give you a hint. You just have to pay for it.
Pay how? Alright, so no fucking hints.
We could figure this out.
Just based on everything that's going on.
Can I look around the room and see if there are more hints, or even them?
Yeah, this is a burlesque hall, and they and Yashana are the only people here besides you. But there is music.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask that, like, based on, like, their figure and how they've been speaking, does it seem like anything we've come across before?
No.
Or that Ophelia might have read about?
No.
Okay, interesting.
Shy, how long do you think you'll take, to look around the room? Are you doing, like, a quick once-over, or are you, like, inspecting?
I think I'd take a little while to inspect, maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Cool. Everybody give me another con saving throw, please.
Oh, I was hoping that wasn't gonna happen.
This is what happens when you care about detail!
It's like, I'm sorry, but it's like details are important.
21.
12.
Okay.
I got an 11.
So Shy and Ophelia, you aged an additional 20 years now.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nick, now Ophelia's 50. We live in.
You're fine. Adara, you're fine.
Yeah.
Shy, give me an insight check.
Will do.
Oh my god, Vittori's now the second youngest member of the party.
Well, we'll see what happens. There's a big chance that this is just an illusion.
Okay, so that is 19 for insight.
Okay. So you get that it's not 2 answers for the riddle, it's 1.
Oh. Okay.
Since Shy took like 5 or 10 minutes to like case the room, can the rest of us have also been doing something productive during that time?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Would you like to discuss possible answers to the riddle or something else?
Possible answer: anticipation.
Yeah. What's
well,
the
You guys can keep talking. Ophelia's gonna take a look at, I forget what her name is.
Yashana.
Yashana. I'm gonna take
Yashana
a closer
Spargo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a closer look at Yashana while we're talking, just to see like what exactly is happening with this like illusion kind of thing.
I can see anticipation. I might also, if Shy's looking around the room, might just also kind of look around the room to see if there's any other things that could be useful in like decorations or in the way that other performers are behaving or like conversations that they're having.
Okay. The only performers in here are those two up there. But the spotlight is on her. And Ophelia, you see that she is really freaking out about this age on her hands and going, you can't really hear her, but her mouth is forming the words of like, gone, gone.
Interesting. Based on like what I can pick up between the riddle and the situation, is her condition somehow connected to the question that they're asking us? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
So anticipation could work. I guess it could be like time or something.
Time?
Yeah. If it's related to her.
Cage from which you will never be free.
Yeah.
Reason you run, you're late.
I'm a tool to create many things, including me, is a bold claim for time.
Yeah, well, sometimes you have to do stuff to give yourself more of it.
I, the player, am feeling I am a cage from which you will never be free with regard to time tonight. But that's just because I've had a week.
I'm gonna look up at them that are sitting on the roof and say, okay, what does it cost if we ask you for a hint? What is it? What do you want?
Can I, since I haven't made a check with like the time that we've had also, can I like try and insight check them as we're puzzling out answers to see if like they make any micro expressions or anything?
Yeah, it is very hard to see their skin because they are so tightly bound together. But yeah, you can give me an insight check.
Sure, I'll try.
What are you trying to tell?
Like, because we're puzzling out a couple different answers right now. So, you know, if we're like, oh, maybe it's time, and they have a moment where they're just like, haha, like, these assholes think it's time, they're never gonna get it. Or like, you know,
trying to metagame me.
No, I'm not trying to metagame you. I'm trying to use my insight to see if they're making faces that would help.
Okay.
I don't know if I get it, though. That's a 17?
It's really hard to tell because of they're high above you and they're very tightly bound.
All right. That's fine.
Did they respond to my question?
What would happen?
Yeah, what do they want? For another hand.
Sweet.
What do they want?
So, well, we haven't given you one yet. We'll give you one for free. You just have to ask and mean it.
What did you say? Ask what?
And mean
Ask
it.
and mean it?
We won't give a hint to anyone who doesn't ask.
Okay. Ophelia will courtesy look up at them and say, would you be so kind as to give us a hint so we do not potentially harm ourselves or Yashara here?
Of course. Polite. Ophelia, you immediately feel searing pain. And you take 18 acid damage
No,
as
bad.
a hint carves itself into. You're wearing a long sleeve, so where would you see this? I'll
Well,
say you could
they're like
fluffy.
see-through sleeves. Like the
Yeah.
sleeves are see-through, so I
So
can see them.
down your arm, the words appear that say, "I am that upon which this is written."
Oh, it's skin.
The
Like
body?
look up at them. It's.
Is that your final
Her?
answer?
You know what? How about another? Can I have another hint, please?
Of course.
How many points of
And
damage was that?
18. Oh, acid.
18. You know what I just realized? It's very funny that I've been doing this too, because I forgot that the boon of perfect health gives me advantage on Constitution saving throws.
Oh my
There is no
god.
save for this. Oh, for aging though, yeah.
Yeah, I have forgotten about that. Oop, Lamau!
Ugh.
It's okay. It's fine. I'll do it for the story. I'm fine with that.
23. Shy, you take 23 acid damage. As the letter B is carved right here in acid on you.
Right where?
On your collarbone.
Okay, a B.
I stand by my guess of body.
Is that your final answer?
I will look at the other two and be like, is that our final answer?
Cause over pain, cage from which you'll never be free. I'd say it's yes.
What happened? What letter was it? Sorry, my headphones just freaked out.
B. As in
B.
body.
Body. That on which it is written.
Well done. Unnaturally thin, spindly arms, like spiders, appear from between the ropes, and they hand a tablet to Adara. Then the ropes recede and coil tighter. The figures embrace and disappear into what is now a cocoon. Yashana finally sees the three of you. Still spectral, but says, where am I? What are we doing here?
This is just a dream. You will
Yes.
wake up soon.
Yes, you will be fine. Just,
I
you'll be okay.
was having a dream. I saw the spine of the world, and I was there naked, embraced by a beautiful stranger. I was young, and my skin was soft, and we were warm, and then it was gone, and I was here, and I was old, and I knew I'd never have that again. But this wedding will give me something to do. You're going to find her, right?
Yes, we are doing that right now. You just need to relax and sleep.
She not, like, made any comments or anything about the fact that we look older than when we left.
This is a dream. It'll be passed off as something else.
That's fair.
Although I'm not sure how much Shy would be showing that age, considering how, I mean, probably some wrinkles, but that would be about the only change.
Yeah.
And Adara's just like, yeah, I'm hot.
Yeah. I'm gonna be 18 forever, fuckers.
Oh.
She was good. You find. And then she slowly fades in and out before vanishing from the room.
Okay. And I assume we are still cursed? Older?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ophelia, I'll find a way to fix this later, but I think we're okay for now, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's
How
not
does-
a lot.
How does Ophelia look 30 years older?
Yeah.
Good
How much older-
question.
I mean, like, her hair hasn't really changed because her hair is still, like, white gray to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
I know it was the real light-haired tieflings that got this, and it's just
Yeah.
like they.
Idara is
sure
also
they're
like
older,
white hair.
but
Yeah. Probably, like, if the aging is, like, supposed to make you look like how you would at this actual age, there's probably, like, smile lines around her mouth and around the corners of her eyes. Everything else probably looks about the same, other than, like, probably just a couple things.
yeah, it's like they just look a little bit more worn.
I think the thing that's freaking Ophelia out more than anything is that, she's in her early 50s. She's probably older than her dad got to be. That's probably the only thing that's freaking her out.
Oh.
And older than her mom's ever looked.
Yep. A singular wrinkle.
I mean, Shy just adjusts her glasses of minute seeing.
Oh my god, are they the wrong prescription now?
Are they bifocals now?
I mean, functionally, I think
minute seeing.
yeah, I think they've always been bifocals, just like in terms of functionality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't think it's like fully hit, at least Ophelia and Shy, of like what has happened because we don't look that much
Yeah,
different.
I know. It's going to be later when they're just like, oh my god, my bones don't work.
So
I
when
took
you
away your
get up
bending.
Yeah,
from sitting down and you're like, oh, that didn't used to hurt.
wake up from sleeping, like, why do I feel worse?
Ophelia goes to sit down and you just hear, ugh.
Yeah, nah, I'm gonna fix this later.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Are you leaving the room, or do you want to make another con save?
we'd like to
We're
leave the
leaving
room,
the room.
please.
Okay.
Don't want my friends to turn into dust.
And here Shy is, just kind of like staring at Adara, and is just like, oh yes, let's go in the butterfly room. That ought to be just fine.
Worked out fine
mean,
for
yeah.
me.
We're going in the
Yeah.
truth room next.
I think you look more like a librarian now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And Ophelia, you look austere.
I can't tell if that's meant to be a compliment or an insult.
I was looking for an adjective I thought you would appreciate. I have clearly guessed wrong. You know, you've got that, like, sophisticated older woman vibe going on. It's a little bit undercut by the dress, but, you know, you live your life.
I do. I mean,
Oh my
I
god,
do
I
kind
have
of-
this urge to ground you right now.
I have the urge to, basically just, like, walk out of here and tell you to take care of everything else because you're the young person now.
Yeah, we should do that. I mean, after all, it's her room next.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fuck off, Mom.
There is the broken heart room you could go to.
Yeah.
I let you have your break.
Yep.
Ophelia's snacks turn to hard candy.
They're
Fistfuls
like
of
Werther's
Werther's.
original caramels,
my
like
God.
unwrapped in a plastic bag.
Oh no.
Oh, those like strawberry things that
Yeah,
like
those
old
strawberry
ladies always
candies you only
have.
find
I
in
actually
grandma's
like
box.
those strawberry candies.
I love them. Apparently, you
my-
get them at the dollar store.
Oh my god. Alright. After, like, deliberating for too long, Adara's just like, alright, fine. It's not... looks back at the two of you. It's not you. It's that I don't want to do it. But it's not like... Not a... You're welcome to share in this awful experience with me, I guess. But I'm not being weird about this because you're here. I just don't want to go through it.
I think we know you enough that we know that.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I
mean,
just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
it kind of feels weirder that you're like describing it because now it feels like it might be us.
It's
Yeah.
No,
You're just kind of protesting this too much.
No, I'm putting it off, but it's not. I know that I used to be weird about sharing just because I was like, I don't want to fucking talk about myself to people, and now it's not that. It's just that I know it's gonna suck for me personally, so I don't want to do it.
Dara, I'm too old for this. Go through the door.
Oh my god. I need to get you a senior bus pass and fucking just discounts at
What's
movies
a
or some
bus?
shit, whatever. Alright, yeah, I'll walk through the door.
Like, oh, that's right. We could get discounts at movies. Ophelia, we're just gonna go get a discount at a movie right after this before
We're
he
not
turns
technically
back.
seniors yet. We're not 65. It doesn't count.
Adara can get the student discount.
Yeah. Oh, I'd have to be a student for that, so...
I'm a student of life, kickflip.
Oh my god.
So you're going into the
Sparks.
tooth door.
Yeah, I'll go into the tooth door.
All right. Walk into the room, and it is enshrouded in mist. Adara, where are you?
I am at a room that is not familiar to Ophelia or Shai, but is very familiar to me and would be familiar to Vittori. It's like a nice house that I'm in, sitting at the dining table, by myself. I look older, and I'm just sitting at the head of the table, like kind of hands like in front of me, just kind of staring into space a little bit. The house is like very nicely modernly decorated. Like it looks like it's owned by some upper middle class folks. The D&D equivalent of like, wow, look at all these succulents on these shelves. These walls sure are painted realtor gray.
D&D McMansion.
Yeah, not like a full McMansion, but definitely like it is clearly like not Idara's vibe even a little bit. And is from people who have like a high but not obscene amount of money.
It's too normie for Adora.
Yeah.
Are you alone? You said you were alone here, right?
Currently sitting at the table alone, yeah.
Hey.
I think there are probably voices from the other room.
Do you know these voices?
Yeah. This is definitely my family's house. And those are definitely my parents.
How comfortable... Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, what are your parents discussing in the other room?
Me!
Yeah, what about you? That's not very specific. You are their only kid.
Are they angry? Are they upset?
I can't tell.
Ooh, that's worse.
How
That's
comfortable are you sitting at the head of the table? Like, is this unusual for you?
It is unusual for me. I sat here as... I don't know why I sat here. I sat here and am now reflecting on why the fuck did I do that? I think part of me was trying to be like, yeah, I'm an adult. I can sit at the head of a table. This is a normal place for someone to sit.
Is it hitting you that you want to be the head of the table, you want to be responsible, but maybe you're not ready?
I want them to not think it's weird that I might be at the head of a table. And I'm worried that they're going to come in here and think that it's weird that I'm at the head of a table. Even though I'm clearly older, accomplished. I look like I've, I'm got all my like cool magic shit and probably still some scars and stuff and have like tattoos or whatever the fuck.
You said older and more accomplished. I was thinking it was just like Adara sitting there in like a pantsuit, just like, yes, I'm an adult.
Dara pulls out her tax form. Like, I did these.
I did them
So-
myself.
Do you invite them in?
I think I wouldn't if they're still talking for a while, and then might approach them. Feels weird to invite them into their own dining room.
With your excellent hearing, it feels strange that you couldn't hear what they were saying if you wanted to. Are you intentionally not eavesdropping?
Yeah.
What are you scared they're saying?
That I'm scared they're saying the same shit they've always said, which is that they love me very much, but they're just disappointed I haven't done anything with my life yet. And that they're, just waiting for me to find my calling, like my brothers did. And it's a real shame that hasn't happened yet.
Do you think they don't consider your adventuring and what you do otherwise with it? Do you think they don't consider that calling?
Would you tell them the things you have done?
I think I've tried to, and I think it doesn't register as impressive as I want it to. Hard for them.
Do you want someone...
Sorry?
Do you want someone else to tell them what you've done?
Yeah.
Shai's willing to appear right there and walk right into that room.
Yeah, I think...
I just looked at Justice thinking, chat, when is she getting married? When is she having kids? Where's her house?
Oh my god. Sitting there just like she's 65 and she has not settled down yet. Yeah, I think Idara probably does kind of wish she had someone in her corner right now. Like figuratively or literally. To go just be like, hey, your kid's great.
How old is she now in this situation?
Probably like 30 or 40, like older than she is normally.
Okay.
Pre-de-aging.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, if she's concerned that no one has her back, does that imply that she's no longer in contact with like Shai and Ophelia?
I think she's in contact with Shai and Ophelia, but they've never met her family. They don't like in a vision of her going through something she really wants but is afraid of. I don't think they like register as viable people who would talk to her parents for her. Mm-hmm. They feel very like separate.
What about Vittori?
I was about to say, what would you do if Vittori came down the stairs?
I think probably exchange a knowing look with her. This is I think an ongoing thing that Vittori's known about. And they've both just kind of been like, man, sucks.
Yeah, but you're older in this picture. Vittori's older too.
Mm-hmm.
Would she walk past and up to your parents?
Can I answer that? Can Draz answer that? Draz is in
it's
chat.
Your fantasy.
It's my fantasy.
You answer it.
Yeah. Vittori does the thing.
I mean, Draz in chat says Vittori kicks down the door, so I have a feeling that...
I'm revising it. It's my fantasy. Vittori kicks down the door, so then Idara can hear. And Idara hears one of her brothers in there already telling her parents about all the things she's been up to. And they sound impressed.
Does Idara have a good relationship with her brothers?
She has a good relationship with them, but they don't understand each other very well. But they love each other very much, but in the sort of, I talk to you once every 6 months kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the sibling energy of if someone tried to kick your ass, I'd kick their ass first, but also I don't know what your favorite food is.
Mm-hmm. Reacting to the door being kicked down, and now that Adara can hear all of this, your parents suddenly look at you in surprise, as does your brother. How do you respond to this?
I get up and I'm just gonna go in the room, kind of awkwardly hover in the doorway for a second. I would like to hug them, but I'm worried I'm making it weird.
Is it not a huggy family?
Idar is not a huggy person. So
Adara's hugged both Shy and Ophelia tonight.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's like a side hug. It's not like a full body hug.
yeah, she's the kind of person who says she's not a huggy person because she overthinks the hug. So
Okay.
yeah.
Seeing that you're going to embrace them, but are hesitant, Adara, your family extends their arms and just says, "It's okay. We're proud of you." And opens up their arms. What do you do?
I'll go in for the hug. And probably also be very watery. Just be like, "Yep. All right. Yep, bring it in. Thanks."
You feel warm, and then you feel your brother start to kind of laugh. And you know he's about to do something goofy. And you feel a little bit crushed because you're not used to big group family hugs. When suddenly the dream fades and the mist is back. And you still feel that anticipation of like, what's my brother gonna do? Is he gonna tickle me? Is he gonna goose me? Is he gonna poke me? And you feel tears drying on your eyes. And in your hands there is a tablet. And you hear Irina's voice saying, "What will you do? Now you know."
Whatever, that's old news. This is not new trauma to unpack, mystery voice. Anyway, got it.
You want a tissue or something?
Yeah. Thanks.
Ophelia will like pull out a handkerchief and then like pull out like 3 of them in case it's necessary.
I was gonna give a side hug.
Thanks. Yeah. It'd be nice, if that happened.
Well, I know I wasn't there then, but if you need me to be there in the future, I can be.
Thanks.
I mean, yeah, it's not like you're just gonna be able to get rid of us now.
Yeah. I don't want to be clear. But yeah.
Thank you. We also
Would've-
don't want to get rid of you, and then gonna be like the awkward like thumbs
Yeah.
up kind of thing. Like you want to punch a friend in the shoulder, but you don't know if that's cool.
Yeah, shout out to Dream Vittori. I mean, you know, she's got my back. I know you guys have my back. They'll come around, probably.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've now taken on gods, and really that scares the heck out of me, but That's gotta at least be a little impressive
Yeah.
to anyone.
You know, in the interest of not like just fully therapizing myself, it might be part of why I'm the way that I am anytime I do anything. But you know, who's to say, right? Anyway,
worst case scenario, you can come to the weird summer barbecue and throw hot dogs at the Bone Devil next door.
Thanks. Yeah.
That guy is a dick.
Yeah.
So
The Broken Heart Room sounds fun.
it does sound fun.
I'm concerned that this room is actually going to shatter my heart in half. Given
Well-
how literal some of these other rooms have been.
Well, the other rooms haven't really been literal. Anyway, I think I'd rather go into the Broken Heart room than any room with a butterfly on it from now on.
Yeah, the butterfly room was weird. Your cleric shit can fix that, right? I will be mad at both of you if
yeah.
you die 30 years before me.
I was gonna say, I don't think cleric shit can fix whatever was going on with the weird spider arms.
If it's a curse, I can fix it with my magic. If it's something a little more complicated, we still have wish spells.
True. Yeah,
yeah,
Ophelia's
we did
still
fight- we
blue.
did-
So
No.
we fixed that. You're right.
You
No,
fix that.
I fixed that.
I was gonna say, we don't look like elderly smurfs right now. No.
I look like a young hot smurf, but that's always been true.
Yeah, we're marking that.
The penitent man.
Anyway, yeah, let's go in this Broken Heart room. And if it doesn't have a tablet, I guess our hearts will be the ones that will be broken.
Yes.
You do have 4 now. You don't have to.
Do
We have
only
3.
Oh, we do have 4.
What? Where'd the 4th one come from?
We got
The
one from
butterfly
the
room.
butterfly room.
Oh, I thought that... I misremembered. All right, then never mind. I guess my room was the Broken Heart
still
room.
could go into the Broken Heart room.
My room was the
because-
Broken Heart room we found along the way. Or whatever. Yeah. Let's...
I mean, do we want to go in the last one? Because it might have stuff in there that we can use.
I kind of suspect it's gonna have another fucking caller for the favorites of Loviatar, whom we are definitely not.
I mean, we can
but
give
it
them the,
might be
the
good if
pets.
each of us had a collar.
You could also just give them to the dogs and stuff.
I don't want Crouton to be favored by Loviatar either.
Why? He'd look so
well,
cute with the little necklace
It's
on.
like, what if you can't get out without a collar?
All
We
right,
don't know.
we can check the room. I'll respect my
Like,
elders.
I'd rather check all the rooms and not need to than skip one and have it be essential later.
All right.
Okay. So,
Shai is definitely one of those completionist game people.
Shai's like, this is the right way, so I gotta go that way first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, you walk into the final room. There are shards of glass all over the floor. Cracked mirrors line the walls. And a wall of fire cuts the room in half. But it's not hot in here. It feels normal. From the other side of the wall of fire, you hear a voice going, help me. Help me. In the mirrors, you see the fragmented forms that you would recognize as the Princess Sita, along with a young man, Dushan, who you met before you came here. They shimmer in and out of frame, and they look happy to.
Does the voice sound like it could
Okay.
belong to one of them, or does it sound like a different person?
It sounds like a different person.
Okay. How can we help you?
Please. Help. Please help. You hear, and after a little bit, you can tell a male voice is calling. Please. I want you to be happy. Please.
This is on the other side of the fire?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if we just touch the fire?
Oh, I would love for you to touch the fire.
Can I ask Shy
Well,
what would happen?
when you? Oh, how about we approach the fire
Mhm.
Okay.
and can Shy?
Oh, thank
figure
you for
out-
the bits. Oh my gosh, Alexis.
Oh,
Thanks,
thank you.
Alexis.
Shy's gonna see, is this magical fire, or does it feel hot when we approach? You said it didn't feel hot in the room.
It sure does not feel hot in here.
Does it look like it might be radiant fire?
How close are you getting to this fire?
Just outside of 5 feet.
Okay.
Oh boy. If Shy's up there, I'm up there too.
Okay. This is a wall of fire, and anyone within 10 feet of it takes 18, 28, 30, 47 fire damage. So for you,
Ooh.
that is cut in half, and that is because you're tieflings, and that is some math. 47 divided by 2
23.
is what?
23.
Thank you.
All right.
It's that.
Alright. Have we run into wall of fires before? Do we know what's
You've
up
run
with
into
this?
a radiant wall before.
Okay. So
Well,
Anybody
the
have
thing
detect
is-
magic?
sure, let me just
Um,
pull that up real quick.
So Ophelia has a wand of it, but Ophelia ran out of the room for a second.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just going to. I do actually have detect magic, so
Okay.
I could step back and do that.
Okay. Are you going to? Or do you feel like you understand it?
I mean,
I mean, if it's a wall of
just makes me-
fire,
it is magic.
yeah. Either way, we've backed up out of, the heat zone, but the
We
If it's a
we
wall of-
might have to run through it in order to get to the other side, though.
yeah, I can do that. I just don't know if I'll be the most useful person once I'm over there, but we can go together. Then we'll both be
Yeah,
over
I'm
there.
just trying to see if I have something that will help us aside from just running through.
I resist fire damage twice, or like 2x resistance once. I don't remember why, but I wrote it down on my sheet. And I haven't used it yet.
Oh.
So I might use it for running through the wall of fire.
Oh, it's from a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, then you should have taken half of that damage.
No,
But
it's like a use it. How tall is the wall? Does it fill the room?
no.
Oh, you want to just fly over
is-
it?
It is 20 feet high. And
How high
1
is the
foot
ceiling?
thick. I'm like, Saga, you did the maps. How tall are the ceilings in here?
Saga, tell us how tall the ceilings
40
are.
foot ceilings.
So we could
Yeah, so we could.
we could fly over it.
I would be
could.
willing to fly over.
Hello,
All right.
I'm back. What did I miss?
There's a wall of fire
They
in this room.
got lit on fire.
Yeah, we've confirmed it's a
there's-
wall of
there's a
fire because we
wall-
walked up to it and got burnt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we can fly
Okay.
over this wall. We have space and clearance. So,
Yeah, I say we do that.
all right, let's go.
Just
Ophelia, you want to come, or do you want to stay on this side in case we need somebody on the other side of the wall?
what's on? So wait, does the wall go all the way up to the ceiling, or what's the story?
No, it only goes about halfway up to the ceiling. We can fly over it.
Yeah,
Maybe get a little bit singed, but not like go directly through.
There's also mirrors on the walls that are showing images of the girl that we're here to grab and the guy who's supposed to marry her. And there's a voice
we
going,
could hear-
"Help me!"
Yeah,
I was incorrect. It's not the man who's going to marry her. It is another man that you don't know.
Good to
Okay,
know.
so there's
I
voice.
made a mistake.
There's voices coming from the other side. The woman's going, "Help me," and the man is
A man's
saying,
voice is saying, "Help me."
"Wait."
It's
But
a
I
man's
thought-
voice asking for help.
Yeah.
And there was something about, I believe, a man's voice that said, "I just wanted you to be happy."
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, well,
So-
I'll come with you because I don't want to be separated in case anything happens.
All right.
You know?
Does everyone need a ride?
Yes, please.
All right. One tiefling
I mean,
under
I
each
could
arm.
go over as miss, but I don't think I'd want to risk that.
Nah.
Give me an athletics check to fly over this fire without
Sure.
getting burned. Please.
Yeah. 23.
Okay. You successfully fly over that wall of fire.
Yeah. One tiefling perched on
On
each
the-
arm, as per usual.
Footballs.
On the other side is a statue of a person that you saw dancing in the original hall. This is a non-binary elf with wearing a locket. They have black hair and bright green eyes. And there are 2 heart-shaped holes in their chest. At their feet, tears spring out of thin air and fall onto the stones below. And the sound of crying and asking for help is louder. Yes, Ink, this is the person that you drew. This is the statue of the person you drew.
I love this person that I drew. When you guys get to see the art, you'll understand. I love this person so dearly.
Oh my.
Can anyone here see invisibility? Does anyone
I
Blind fighting.
can if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
activate.
Yes, I have Witch Sight, which means I can see the true form of a shape changer or creature with illusion or transmutation. And invisibility, I believe, is an illusion.
Cool. And Shy, you too?
If I activate True Sight.
Okay.
But I mean, considering the other 2 can sense this, I think I'm going to hold off on spending that spell slot.
Did you know that Adara has blind fighting?
Dara can only see something if she's fighting it.
No, it's if
Otherwise,
it's within 10 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, did you know that Adara has blind fighting?
Clearly
So-
Jess didn't know.
Clearly.
Depending on where you land, to see if Adara will be within 10 feet. How close are you landed to the statue?
Probably about 10 feet away, given that it's like crying and doing something weird, so I don't want to drop everyone like right next to it, but that's the
Okay.
point of interest, so we're going there.
Okay. Once you are within 10 feet of the statue, Adara and Ophelia, you see the ghost of a weeping man. And this is the same man that you saw in the shattered mirrors on the other side of the wall of fire.
Oh. Okay. Is he just... Because I can see through illusion. Is it just invisibility that is cloaking him, or what is it necessarily?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna look down and be like, are you okay?
'Cause I just want her to be happy. Please.
Who's her?
And how can we
Or
help
them.
you?
Them. I want them to be happy. This is me
Ah.
messing up, not him.
Them. Oh.
What do you... Who are you talking about? What's going on?
He looks at the statue. It just goes, holds his hand up and goes, Zara. And his tears continue to fall. And you see that his hair looks wet in addition to the tears. That he looks damp. And his clothing kind of swirls as if underwater.
I remember this ghost from Stardust. That means he died by drowning.
Perhaps.
Does he look cool or like a dork?
You
Yes.
said you said the statue had heart shapes kind of cut out, removed.
Mm-hmm.
2 heart shapes.
Like
Two
all the
heart
way through or like partially in?
2 heart-shaped holes. Like how the doctor has 2 hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Can I look around the room and see if the hearts are anywhere in this room?
Yeah. You can give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
Yeah, when, Shy is doing that, I'm gonna lean down to the guy and be like, what do you need for them to be happy that you can't take care of? What's going on?
And he says, I just want them to let their guard down and move on. They're okay. I might get up to win.
Now we can't hear you at all.
Oh.
Give me just a second.
Oh, you're good.
I
can
have
hear
a
you.
suspicion that the twosome used to be a threesome.
So this statue doesn't look like the same person as the one getting married though, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that they may have had a third.
Does the guy still look like... No, the guy doesn't look like the guy who's getting married though.
Nope.
Right.
Right. So
He's
both
just
of
a
these
wet little
people
dude on the floor.
So both of these people are
investigation-
unrelated to the girl getting married and the guy marrying her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 23 for investigation.
Okay. So looking around, you don't see any heart-shaped things, but you do see a whole lot more shattered crystal, shattered glass around here. And poking around, you also notice a pressure plate right in front of the statue.
Oh,
Oh, that's concerning.
Where his tears were falling.
like a trap type pressure plate, or is there something that looks like it could be moved on to the pressure plate?
So you can tell there is a magic glyph on this pressure plate.
Ooh, can I tell what glyph it is?
It is a glyph of warding.
Cool. So don't interact with it. Probably.
Yep.
Don't. Yeah.
Chances are that's going to explode.
So,
Unless you want that.
We don't know if you want that
look
yet.
down at the guy. Not yet. Maybe later. I'm gonna look down at the guy and be like, so what can we do for you? Because we did see them, like, out there doing things. Can you not just go up and go talk to them?
I'm gone. I'm gone.
Like, dead gone, or just, like, gone as in you can't come here?
I drowned a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dara in the background like, I fucking called it.
The underwater motif was too strong.
Did Did she come here to see you?
No. Maybe. I don't know. I want them to know that it's okay.
Yeah, what can we do for you and for them? What exactly is it that we need to do for you?
I just want them to know that I'm always with them.
You
Okay.
got
You
like
said there's like glass on the. Go ahead.
Oh, you got like a name we can tell them?
Milud Rai. I'm their husband.
All right.
Knew it.
You said there's glass on the floor?
Broken glass all over the floor.
Okay. Looking at the pieces of broken glass, are there any shards big enough that I would be able to like discern what shape this thing might have been in before it broke?
It's tough because it's like shattered, and all over this room.
Okay.
Although you did see the symbol on the door, so I will let you give me an insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming these two are like.
It's a glass. It's a glass heart.
Yeah, that's a 17.
It is 2 glass.
Yes. Because there's 2 holes. 2 holes.
Do you know how to like repair shit with magic?
I don't.
Well, the thing is, this is glass. There's a bunch of fire over there. We can work with this.
Yeah, you can just melt glass.
I know how to blow.
What?
I'm just fisherman.
Oh, I think he asked if we can blow glass.
No,
That's
not
what
to
I've
my
seen people do.
knowledge.
Like make glass and stuff.
Pretty sure I could figure it out.
I love
Does
the
anybody have the
difference between the two
mending
of them.
spell?
I just might.
Yeah. That's kind of where I thought my question was gonna go, but blowing glass is
Yeah,
cool
no,
too.
I don't have mending. Mending isn't available to warlocks because apparently that's too helpful or too like non death related.
Oh my god.
Does not look like I have that one prepared.
Okay. There is a saved spell in a pressure plate in front of you if you want to see what it does.
You know what? Okay.
Or you could try glass blowing.
I really want to try glass blowing just to see what would happen, but let's try the spell that's available to us first.
Which is what? What spell?
Well, I mean, it's a glyph of warding, so it can do a lot of things. A lot of the time, it's like fiery death for people, but you know, that might just mend these things.
Okay.
You want to like poke it from a distance?
Oh, actually, I could just gain proficiency at glass blowing and fix this.
What?
Yeah.
Channel divinity, I can get proficiency in anything.
Oh yeah. That's not a skill I see. Oh.
Do you need like tools?
I mean, all you need for glass blowing is a hollow metal pipe. And I know this because I've done it.
I was gonna say, yeah, I also know that. Is the immovable rod technically a hollow metal plate?
I was gonna ask, is the rod hollow? It's extendable.
No. It is. I've made it extendable. I'm not also making it hollow for you.
I'm just checking. I didn't know if it was like telescoping, like a. I don't.
No,
yeah.
it's just an iron rod. No,
But
it's
for
not.
solid glass things, you don't even need the hollow pipe. You just need
You just melt
a
the glass and
mold.
then pour it into stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. We just need to melt the glass and pour it into a mold.
How are you going to
Which
pour
is-
it? I believe
can
in
cobble
you.
something together.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you had a plan.
I was also just gonna say, hang on. If it's really that big of a concern, I feel like just a mage hand could carry it. Like, it's not gonna be that heavy. Molten glass isn't that heavy.
Mage hand could mold it even,
Yeah.
as long as we melt it.
Yeah.
Mhm. All right. So we got a plan now. Good.
Okay.
Yeah. And Dara's like, I'm here too.
I'm just making sure you've thought your
Okay.
thing all the way through, because if the plan involves activating a single-use magic glyph, then, you know, we want the rest of it to also be ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. So give me a dexterity check with your new proficiency in glass blowing, and you can be assisted by Ophelia, who's using Mage
Hey.
Hand.
I'm going in chat. What is happening?
Chat went off on a tangent.
I ask that every day when we play this game.
Dexterity plus proficiency, that would be a 25.
Okay.
Yo!
So with the Mage Hand scooping up all of these pieces of glass, you are going to take fire damage from having to get that close to the fire.
That's fine.
Okay. Let me roll
Shai's
that
like,
for you.
try me.
I was gonna say, you can't blow glass and be 15 feet away from it. Let's see. That is 8 plus... I can do math. First, 18. 19, 20.
Face Gwen, the emote you just used.
27. And then that becomes 34. So that's, and then divided in half is 17 fire damage. Okay? So taking 17 fire damage, you, craft these 2 glass hearts. Milod smiles and vanishes. One of the crystal hearts begins to glow and beat slowly with a light.
No, thank you.
To one of the slots in the chest of the statue?
Yeah, let's approach the statue with these.
Yes.
You putting them into the statue.
Putting the beating one into the statue, and then I'm going to see what the other one does.
The other one stays unbeating and not lit.
I'm gonna add it to the statue anyway and see what happens.
If it explodes, we can do this again!
Oh my god.
The statue's stone melts away and becomes flesh. And you see this elf standing in front of you. They immediately begin to weep. And they cry so much that the flames around the room start to go out. Looking at you, they say, "Do you know what it's like to lose someone?"
Yeah. I can approximate, yeah. Are you Zara?
I am.
Oh. Yeah. We got to talk to your husband. And he's very sorry he's not here for you, but he wants you to know that it's okay. And that he wants you to know that you should be vulnerable and know that he misses you very much.
He also said, with you always.
Water is now 3 feet high in this room. They say, Zara looks at you and says, I want Sita so badly. But I'm so scared that I'll lose her. Just like I lost Milud. I know I can't go through that again. I can't. And I have to sing at her wedding. I have to sing at her wedding tomorrow, and she knows how I feel, but I can't be with her if I'm going to lose her. I can't do it again. I've already lost him. I can't lose her now.
I mean, did you talk to her about this? Because we came out here to get her, so it seems like she followed you here under some pretense, so clearly she has some desire to be aware of what's going on with you.
No, I've never told her about Milud. The water is now 6 feet high, and you all start to float.
I don't think any of us can drown, can we?
Nope.
No, and I also still don't... Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I still have a foldable boat that I have yet to give to Euphoria when we see her again. So worst case scenario, I have a foldable boat.
We also, I'm concerned that this, elf can drown. Because they're probably also floating now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
True.
So,
their feet are still part of the statue. Their feet are still stone.
Shit. And
they just continue to cry.
Fuck.
Can I hug him?
Wanna give him a hug?
You wanna give Zara a hug? Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say with the hug, or are you just hugging?
Sometimes wanting things is scary. But if you never have it, does that hurt worse? It's going to be the same pain either way. If you have her, you can face it together.
Lose her.
But if you turn away from her, that's a certainty. If you tell her, there's a chance. If the chance isn't worth it, do you really deserve her?
Oh. And they stop crying and pat their face. Their feet change from stone until flesh. And you see skin and clothing fabric hover up the glowing hearts. And now the only part of them glowing is their locket, which just shines in the room. Okay. You're right. It's okay. If you're gonna risk something, it better be for love, right?
Sure.
Exactly. And Shy kind of pulls back a bit and just kind of gives him a long look, and she just says, "You'll be fine."
Oh, I'm trying to see if I still have this. I gotta see it.
Guess I made a mess in here. Okay. And they pull out a collar and hand it to the three of you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
It's very nice of you.
I'll just
turn.
turn.
Good.
Go ahead.
I'll just turn to Shy and be like, keep forgetting you're, good at this shit now.
I'm continually surprised by how much easier this gets with practice.
Sounds fake, but okay.
Ophelia's in the background, yeah.
Oh, it's by no means easy, but now that I know I can do it, it's a good option to have.
What is Zara doing as we're all sitting here?
They're heading towards the door, and the water is receding into the
Okay.
walls.
Are we gonna follow them out then?
Yeah.
Head out.
Let's
Yes.
leave, team.
Glad there's drainage in this room.
Yeah.
As you leave the room, or when you leave the room, you see Irina standing in front of the cellar door, kind of gesturing for you.
Oh, hi. We haven't seen you. We haven't seen you in a bit.
You enjoyed the party.
It's been a roller coaster ride. Yeah.
Certainly a unique experience.
Yeah. I liked your one mosaic. Did you commission that whole thing? Because there was a lot of pictures of you in it.
Oh, I have a number of fans, worshippers. Some might call them followers. I've been a muse or higher than that to many over the years.
Interesting.
I'm imagining her as a social media
Like a social
my
media
God.
influencer.
I'm an influencer.
Hashtag sponsored.
Oh my god.
Squarespace.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I'm surprised that, well, the two of you did it. I knew that you had it in you. She says, looking at Shy.
What?
But,
What's that
you
surprising
actually
for?
got the tablets. Well done indeed.
Thank you. And Shy's just like, why? Why me? Why are you were you so confident in me?
'Cause
But
she
doesn't
fucking
really want
hates
to
us.
ask?
She fucking hates our guts and you're the other one.
I'm gonna
So,
look up at her and be like, if you don't mind, why exactly were you not thinking that we were gonna do it? And point at like me and Adara and be like me, I get. Like I look like a decorative pillow. Her, not so much.
Well, you seem to have gotten older and wiser since you've been here. Surely you've learned something. And her, well... And she just looks back at Shy and says, I never judge anyone by the company they keep.
Neat.
I'm so confused.
I just want to ask, can Ophelia put this all together now that she's heard all of this?
I would say so. If you want her to, then yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think Ophelia's like, so you have followers and you have people who adore you and like look at her and be like, are you like a goddess of some sort? Because you said you have followers, although that does sometimes just happen with like spirits.
No. Well, I've been called many names. I honestly prefer being called mistress, but yes, there are some who call me a goddess. Patroness.
Okay, what do they tend to call you then if you're a goddess?
The maiden of pain.
That makes a lot more sense.
Oh, shit. Ophelia, you didn't...
Yeah,
Oh.
that makes a lot more sense.
The willing whip.
And Shy's just like, what? And Shy's just like, what did you do?
You heard this story already. Itara
The
says.
scourge, mistress, the patroness and pleasure of torturers.
Cool. So
you're
anyway,
picking up a little princess?
yeah, I feel like we'll both be happier if we get out of your house sooner rather than later.
All are welcome here.
Are we?
Well,
Yeah,
I, for
haven't
one,
broken anything.
consider it a...
and You're following the rules, so well done, you.
Wow, thanks.
Well, I consider it a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, it's quite rare that it's become much more common that we've actually met gods the last couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Although I will admit, I do know that at some point we upset you. I do not like Tyr. I just want that to be known. I don't like him in the slightest.
And yet, You sided with him against me. Interesting.
Yeah, humans are complicated.
It's not our fault your followers were up to some bullshit.
Adara, please.
No offense.
Foot in your mouth again.
No offense.
Well, it's not like you helped out that bitch Talana, so...
I don't know who that is.
Fine.
So it's just like, Ken... Choi's just looking at the door and just going, I have a feeling I should get my friends out of here as soon as possible, especially Adara,
that's what I've been
she
saying.
says something that we cannot take back.
Just, you know.
Ophelia's trying to
Sorry.
be, like, apologetic, and Adara's just like, yo, foot in my mouth immediately? Yeah?
I'm just saying.
Trying to distract Adara, going, oh, look, you could put your tablet right here. Isn't that nice?
I'm just saying, I've never made a mistake in my life, ever.
And
We
Choi's
don't
just like,
know this, and we don't trust you.
It's like, I think our definitions of mistake might be different.
Agree to disagree. Anyway, can we get the hell out of here? You're a very lovely host. We've overstayed our welcome.
I told you. The path is in front of you.
Sick.
So we are putting tablets into the slots on the door.
And as you hold them there, the door pushes back and stone steps are revealed that spiral and down and down.
Oh, one thing before we do this, because I've suffered a bit more health loss than
Oh, yeah,
I
would
was
you like some
expecting.
potions or something?
Would you like some healing too, Ophelia?
Relatively speaking, I'm okay. Do you want any of the potions that I have, Shy? You seem like you're having a rough time here.
Nah, I'm going to do some spells, and she brings out the staff of healing.
Oh, okay.
If you're offering, I guess we'll take a bop with it.
Well, if
Just go ahead with it.
in that case, I can do a mass cure wounds to help like boost us up a little bit, and then we'll
Sure.
see where we'll go from there.
Yeah, whatever works, I guess.
Bold of you to call on Ogma in my home, but I suppose it types.
Do you and Agma also have problems with each other?
No, I just found it interesting.
And Shai just kind of like blushes a little bit and is just like, I just
She said it's fine, so it's fine.
Sometimes people say things are fine just to be polite.
Yeah, and that's their funeral.
And I think we are going to take a 5-minute break, folks, and we will be right back with the finale of
Oh boy.
the Loviati. Get a stretch, get a drink. We'll BRB.
Yeah!
See ya.
welcome back to Threeflings. We are playing Villa Loviati by Arnout Brocking. And the Threefs have just gone through the various rooms of the house and are about to find the missing princess. Maybe.
Don't do that to
Shai
us.
just was immediately embarrassed by evidently breaking a social faux pas about invoking another deity inside another deity's temple.
It's fine. She said we could, so...
There's so
Shai's
much
just
going
like, I apologize.
on.
But I just feel like I need to be prepared.
Ophelia's having the same vibe. She's like, God, I don't want to do this. I feel bad. But it's also just like, Adara, please, the fort is so far in the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
At this point, she doesn't
let's
like
go.
me, so I'm not gonna try.
Let's go find the princess.
The princess.
These stairs spiral down and down and down. And the walls and the stairways themselves are... That was nonsense. Stairs spiral down, they're stone, and give way to marble stairs, and open into a giant marble hallway. The hallway is held up with similar pillars to what you saw on the outside of nude figures, some of whom are paired or in triplicate, cavorting together. Standing, lining the hall are hooded figures. If you get close to them, you recognize as the guests you encountered in the other rooms, including Zara, the dancers, and Yashana. Or Yashana's not. Sorry. Zara and the dancers and several other guests that you saw dancing, standing regally, like the goddess she is Arena, holding court in the center of the room. And next to her, bound like a cocooned butterfly, hanging from the ceiling, is Sita, her eyes closed, her face serene.
Okay.
To Shai and Ophelia, I will say it seems fucking rude to make us walk down all these stairs if she was just gonna be here all over again.
Zara, I feel like you need to stop trying to insult the goddess in her own temple.
I am doing nothing out of character.
I know it's been a rough day. I just feel like when you're in a temple, maybe be a little bit more careful.
I'm just saying someone was rude to me first.
Remember when I've been trying to teach you diplomacy? This is one of those times where you can use those lessons.
Fine. I'll keep my mouth shut.
You say that the princess's eyes are closed.
Hmm?
Does it look like she's sleeping, unconscious?
She looks unconscious.
Okay.
Arena notices the three of you. Says, there are only 4 questions of value in life. What is sacred? What is our spirit made of? What's worth living for? And what's worth dying for? The answer to each is the same. Love and pain. One cannot exist without the other. A silent, almost imperceptible wave rolls through the hall. Not much changes about Arena. Her tail and horns are gone. And yet, everything changes about Arena. She's a cloudy pond turned to a clear ocean. She is the sun burning through the mist, her presence almost painful to look at. In the dizzying depths of her eyes lie the woes and wonders of life. Everything thought but never written. Everything wished but never gotten. And without her saying so much as a word, you know her. down into the marrow of your bones. You know her as Loviatar. Loviatar smiles. Avoiding pain and hiding from shame is losing life. There's been no victory, no love without pain. Gesturing to Sita, she says, "This one called to me to end the torment of her love for the bard Zara. I brought her here." And the ropes began uncoiling around Sita. Instead of sending her through my rooms, once you arrived, I thought, well, it's up to you to give her the advice that she needs. If you learned, what should she do? And Sita wakes up and stands unbound before you. Looks at Loviatar and says, Is this part of it? Loviatar smiles. Yes, dear. They're here to help you with the problem. Go ahead.
Okay, Shai's going to step forward.
What's been bothering you, Sita? I'm gonna walk forward with Shy.
Shai, were you gonna say something first? Before Sita responds?
Yeah, Shai's going to say no one can make this choice for you.
But I'm so torn. I love poetry and I love passion and I love Zara. But I'm a princess. I can't just do what I want. I have a duty to my country and I don't just want to go to someone else's country. I love the dragon mirror. I love swimming in it. I love feeling the waves lapping against my body. I love the way that the cold air makes me feel. But Dushan is nice. I don't want to break his heart. It's very confusing. And I don't want to do it just because my parents said so. But it's more than that.
Either way, if you don't want to break his heart, you have to be honest with him. Both of them.
Oh no.
Anyone else getting real robot here?
Yep, Jess is
No, yeah, real.
falling apart.
No, I broke her!
Oh no, I can't
well,
believe
she's dead
you
now.
just you gave the NPC
me?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yep, there we go.
Now you're back.
No,
Okay.
well, yeah. Welcome back, Jess. You want to try that one again? Sorry.
It's okay. I was like, why is Dan frozen?
I don't think it was Zan, but sure.
Nope.
It was me.
Yeah.
I heard
Whatever,
everything you
first
said.
part.
Oh, okay. Alright, I did not hear your response, though.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
Well, I heard part of you saying that, like, she can't... Tell me what you said again, please.
I said you have... If you don't want to
You
break
have
his
to tell
heart,
both of them, right?
you have to be honest with him, with both of them.
And I did not respond, because then I was like, Zan's frozen.
Okay.
Ophelia, what do you say?
If people truly love you and care about you, it will not matter what or who you commit your life to. It will just be a matter of what you decide to do then. You can love more than one person, you can choose not to love at all, you can do anything with what choices you have.
You could even choose to lie to everyone, but I don't think you'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
Dara, what about you?
Idara is sitting there just like clenching her jaw so hard because she said she wasn't gonna talk. And is eventually like kind of can't help herself and is just like, if you let other people decide your life for you, you're gonna have a fucking bad time. Sorry. I'll go back to not participating now. Just
That
was
is so
full, Adara.
adorable.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
yeah.
Thank you,
Sometimes
that's
I'm
so
helpful.
Yeah, and sometimes you insult the goddess in her own temple. Moving on.
Look, now that she's like taken off her weird glamour, I regret my decisions a little bit more. But that's neither here nor there.
Is it because you think she's pretty?
Could I have been more scared of her? Maybe. But that's in the past now.
Is it because you
Like,
think she's
oh no,
pretty?
a fourthling. Sita looks at the three of you and then looks at Loviatar and says, so they really might be okay with... Well, I guess I do need to tell Dushan about Zara and because Zara knows all about him, but he doesn't know anything about them.
Yeah, without the truth, he can't make an informed decision.
Yeah, and there's no way to carry on a relationship if people that are involved in it don't know what's going on.
And you won't know if he might have a better solution unless you ask. Maybe he'll help you.
Loviatar pats this princess's head and says, I believe it was someone here who said there's no love without risk. And that anything worth going for is, worth risking all of it, something to that effect. Anyway, you know what to do. Go on. And Sita just kind of curtsies to Loviatar and says, thank you to the three of you, and heads up the stairs. Loviatar says, I believe some of you have a collar. Mine. The three of you would each have one.
Yes. It's rather lovely.
Are you willing to become my
To become her what?
acolyte?
No. Sorry.
I'm already spoken for.
Same?
I'm not... It's like, I would have to ask Ogba if that would be alright, and...
Such a shame. Such a shame he got to you first. And she looks at Ophelia and says, you... Would you spread my message?
About what, necessarily?
Spread the word of love, pain, and that avoiding shame is nonsense. Live your life to the fullest.
Looking at it with that description, Ophelia is actually probably one of the perfect messengers for this message.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think the only thing that is, if Ophelia's allowed to say stuff, I think the only thing she would say is, I think the only thing that's really keeping me from, immediately committing to this is, I have dealt with some of the people that follow you before, and I guess just, there is a less savory side to some of your worship, for some people, that has made me kind of worried about being associated with those kinds of people.
Wow.
It's not to say that I don't believe that what you're doing is good. It's more just, I would not like to be associated with other people who are, purposefully hurting others without their consent.
Leviatar herself is fine, but she has a really toxic fandom.
Basically, yeah. Because if you look her up, there's specific stuff about Leviatar that, like, she has people who are, like, into her that are into it consensually, but there are also people that, like, follow her that do stuff non-consensually, like, specifically, like, flagellation and slavery, and I'm like, not Ophelia's jam.
So you want to be Lutheran rather than Protestant?
It's funny you say that because I was raised as a Lutheran.
It would be hard to change the way my worshippers spread my word, but clearly such a well-spoken and brave and impressive, charismatic tiefling could be the one to do just that.
Oh, thank you. I'm quite flattered.
But it's your choice. You know, I never force anyone to do anything against their will. Nothing of worth comes easily. And if you don't feel you're worthy, then I certainly won't impose that on you.
Yeah. We can see how it goes. If I come up with an answer, I will let you know.
I'll let you hold on to it for now.
Okay. Thank you.
And from Adara and Shy, she just goes, and I will be taking these.
Yeah.
Shy will hand it over.
Yeah.
Just kind of be like, sorry, can't take this.
Idara will keep the
We're
thought.
like in the corner, like, you fool! You could have the power of two of us!
I will exercise willpower and not tell Leviatar that Ophelia wanted to put the collar on my dog.
Well, you were also the person that was like, I don't want to wear it, and I was like, well, we can take yours and put it on the dog then.
Yeah. And I will use my inside thoughts and not share that.
Is there anything else you would like to do in the villa?
I think we're good. I think we need to check and make sure the princess got home all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Right.
the only thing that I think Ophelia at least would do would probably be to check on Zara before they go back. But that would be about it.
And hey, I have all my spell slots, so I can try, like, remove curse to see if that will de-age Shy and Ophelia.
Make us not seniors anymore?
Yeah, you know,
don't wanna be
before we go to sleep and our joints just end up, like, aching.
When my
Yeah.
so
spine
bad.
stops working? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't turn my neck, or I can't turn my head to the left. Why? I slept wrong.
Oh.
I like
That's
how
been
I-
me since I was like 22.
I was gonna say, that's been me since I was like 13! A type of ability for you, baby.
These broken bones.
I took away your bending.
Ophelia, you look for Zara and you notice that they left with Sita.
Okay, well that seems like it might
Okay,
be a good start.
okay.
Heading back to the castle, you find things in a bit less of an uproar. Though the guard who you befriended escorts you in. And, this is awfully late in the night, but, welcome back. Come on in. And you see Yashana in her nightgown. She came back, thank goodness. I've had worse dreams. But yes, she came back. She's meeting with the groom right now. So thank goodness the wedding's happening. I'd owe you a great deal of gold.
Yeah.
Yep, I believe that was discussed.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. And you'll attend the wedding tomorrow, of course, as planned.
Of course,
Yes.
wouldn't miss it.
Ophelia's like, hey, free food, free dinner.
Also, we have to see if this wedding's actually happening.
Yes,
feel
but
like
also
that's-
free food.
That's why Adara
Free
is
dinner.
like, what if we left tonight? But I'm outvoted.
It's a free food,
Kraken
come
said,
on.
good point, open bar.
Open bar, alright. If the wedding's not happening, at least there's booze.
Yeah, if anything goes wrong,
And
at
plus,
least people can drink.
You promised to help out with the dance routine.
Yes, we did.
Or rather,
We did?
Yes, so we have to be here anyway.
Huh, it's been a long day. Forgot about that.
Behind closed doors, Sita confesses her feelings to Dushan. Together, Sita, Dushan, and Zara decide to cut their own path, breaking from outdated conventions and expectations. The wedding is a glorious and scandalous affair. His family is not pleased, but some deft political maneuvering and a fortunate hunting accident that befalls his father allows Dushan to calm everyone's emotions. The three share governing duties and parental responsibilities for their 3 sons equally. They fail and fall many a time, but that's life, and the 3 of them have gone all in.
Oh.
The fact that it's just like
this.
in a convenient hunting accident, and I'm like, did you kill your father? Dushop, did you kill your father?
You know what?
Yes.
Saga, nothing like regicide to bring people together.
Where's that legendary Pokemon?
And that was Villa Loviati by Arnaut Brockig from Uncaged Goddesses. Stick around, because we are going to do a raid. But first, let's find out where you can meet all of these wonderful people. Starting with Ophelia. Who are you? Where can we find you in the real life?
Hi, my name is Ink. You can find me on Twitter at These Dead Pens, where I meme and I scream and I illustrate things because I'm an illustrator, but I also write on the side. This week I'm memeing and screaming out the fact that, hey, we're doing charity things, and hey, you should care about what's going on in Ukraine and Russia right now, because that's going to affect everyone, not just the people you know or care about. So thank you. I'm very happy, and I'm very happy that I did illustrations for this adventure too. So yeah, get the book so you can see it in high def.
Shy, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Zan, also known as Pale White Rabbit on Twitter and Instagram, and I am also an illustrator. You can find my portfolio site at zanlarson.com, and that will also have links to my store page where you can buy prints of my wonderful art.
And lastly, never leastly, hey Adara, where can we find you?
I'm GwendyB all over the internet, and you can find me mostly on Twitter, where I post illustrations sometimes because I'm an illustrator. I was also a project lead on Uncaged Goddesses. I've got art in every volume of Uncaged, including many art in Goddesses. So check that out if you like art, and also just really good adventures written by really good people, and drawn by really good people, and edited by really good people. It's just a swell crew all around, and they deserve all of the success and money in the world. So go buy yourself a copy and support 70 really amazing people, and also me.
You're part of those people.
It's called self-deprecating humor, Inc., and it endears me to people.
With
Not
really
on
good
this channel, no.
Also really good cartographers.
Yeah,
we
sorry.
count as artists.
Yeah,
But
it is true.
if Saga wants to separate, then we will do that.
Yeah. Cartography specifically is amazing. Saga did the maps for this adventure in addition to Ink doing some spot art, and they are both incredible.
They're beautiful. Also,
And I'm Jess. Yeah, you can find me on the internet. And I'm starting a new stream. Not on this channel, on another channel that I will advertise soon. We're doing a pre-recorded episode, but it also stars a lot of tieflings. And it's about a war between night, light, and darkness, order, and chaos. And those tieflings aren't nearly as high-powered as these tieflings. But it's got tieflings and Azamar and lycanthropes, and it's pretty cool. So I will be memeing and screaming about that. And join us next week. We are doing a huge fundraiser for, as I said before, WAVAW as part of Streaming for Survivors, the largest rape crisis center in British Columbia that's provides free of charge support services for all women and any survivor of sexualized violence. We're really excited about it. There's a whole bunch of people doing it. And yeah, we're stoked. And we're going to be playing Through a Mother's Eyes by Karen Loomer, also from Uncaged Goddesses. So join us for that. We are about to shoot our behind the scenes Patreon video. Support us on Patreon if you want access to those videos and a lot of nonsense in our Discord. They're fun. Anyway, we are going to go raid Transplanar because they are doing a charity stream right now for trans rights. So go give them some Threefy love. Thank you for joining us. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.